أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So alhamdulillah, we have made it to the end of Ramadan, to the day of Eid. May Allah accept our ibadah and may Allah accept all of our good deeds. So what's happening now is a general connection for the masjid, and this is really just to go towards a lot of the operational costs that we have incurred throughout the whole of Ramadan. So please contribute as you always do generously. Your contributions are valuable and really keep the center going. Jazakumullah khairan. So firstly and most importantly, fitra. So we had the deadline for this on the 31st of March, and the reason for the deadline is so we can get those funds to those recipients on the day of Eid. So this is why we set a deadline, and alhamdulillah, those funds have gone. Now if you still need to pay your fitra, there is a box at the back for the brothers and sisters. There's a bucket. You can pay your cash, and what will happen with this money now is we will then give it to one of our charities who will then pass it on, inshallah, to fulfill that obligation. So I just want to quickly, while the collection's happening, just want to mention a few services and areas that we have delivered on this Ramadan. So firstly, Ramadan food packs. We have provided food packs to over 600 families and individuals, to local elderly, vulnerable, as well as refugees and asylum seekers. We have partnered up with Care for Calais as well as many other action groups, and also provided 350 iftar meals for this. The community, alhamdulillah, has raised over £10,000 for this particular campaign, so jazakumullah khairan. Communal iftars, we've had an average of 150 people break their fast here every day, and those numbers double up to 300 over the weekend. This service has been vital in helping families, individuals, single parent households, and new Muslims really to come together and enjoy eating together with the company of a large majority, which we take for granted. So many of us, alhamdulillah, we're able to go to our families and enjoy that iftar, but there's so many within our community who don't have that, who live by themselves, who are struggling. And again, it's a service that we provide to the community. Now that service that we have provided, there's a slight shortfall in the donation, so if you're able to still contribute, that link is live. Once we have reached that amount, we will then close. We have provided 2 Jummah services for each Friday in Ramadan, collectively attracting 2,000 worshippers. Taraweeh prayers, we have been at full capacity on most days at the beginning and end of Ramadan. We've had to really turn brothers and sisters away because we don't have the capacity to accommodate no longer. Qiyam al-Layl prayers, we've had every night during the last 10 nights of Ramadan with Sheikh Muhammad Ismail, Sheikh Ziyad, as well as other guest reciters. Itikaf for those brothers who are really fulfilling a communal obligation on our behalf and taking on that responsibility. A daily Quran dawrah by Dr. Hina and her students at this masjid for the first 20 days of Ramadan for the sisters to really benefit from. Sheikh Ziyad's class before Maghrib every day, verse of the day, and it's really a nice way to end the fasting day by listening to his lecture before you break your fast. Live stream service of our Taraweeh and Qiyam prayers, as well as our classes, is something that has been ongoing, alhamdulillah, and we've not really had any technical issues, and those live streams you are able to reflect on, so you can go to our live tab on our YouTube channel and then listen to those lectures and those recitations. And most importantly, we've had hundreds and hundreds of volunteer hours from the young to the elderly, really putting in a lot of hours in making sure that the whole transition of the 30 days of Ramadan really goes smoothly. So jazakumullah to all of our volunteers. We've had a large number of international guest reciters as well as local gems join us for Taraweeh. We've had Sheikh Musa Abu Zagla from Jordan, Sheikh Dr. Inani Nafi from Egypt, Qari Abdul Wahab Tahir from Kuwait, Sheikh Tamir Sa'id from Egypt, who led us in Taraweeh last year, and Qiyam, who came and joined us for one night, Sheikh Jamal Abdul Nasir, Sheikh Hafiz al-Rahman, and Sheikh Abu Taymiyyah, all local, alhamdulillah, which we've had the pleasure of leading our salah behind. We have had around a dozen or so youth also who have waited patiently and the opportunity to lead us on the 28th and the 29th night of Taraweeh, majority of them being from our internal Hifz program. So, in the coming years, you will see this being a familiar trend that we then start giving an opportunity to start leading at the beginning. Most importantly, our 3 dear Mashayikh, Sheikh Muhammad Ismail, Sheikh Ziyad, and Sheikh Youseff, who has really carried us through the last 27 nights of Ramadan. We have had a number of charities join us to appeal to you for a number of causes, primarily being Gaza. And just on the topic of Gaza, we have Sutton Friends of Palestine who are going to be holding a demonstration on Saturday the 20th of April at 1:30 at the St. Nicholas Centre in Sutton. There are leaflets and more information available as you leave. With these charities, we have raised money for food trucks, food packs, orphans, One Ummah, our main charity partner, over 3 collections, they came here and they raised nearly £100,000. We've had 7 Spikes Relief Foundation who really came here and set a record in our Makkah's history, and they themselves also set a record in raising £85,000 in one particular night. We've had SKT Welfare, Human Appeal, Islamic Relief, Child Relief, also as well as KMY, which is Kingston Muslim Youth, a local youth grassroots organisation serving the Muslim youth in the South West London area. Collectively, this community has raised over £200,000 for all 7 charities, which is really a remarkable achievement from everyone. May Allah accept it from you all. Ameen. Thank you for your generous and selfless donations. Every campaign that we have launched, you have generously given. Every week, we have been surrounded by individuals, local businesses, private donors who have wanted to come and really support us in any way possible. So Jazakallah to all of our donors, everyone who contributed to every single one of our causes. If you'd like to stay connected with any programs that we do, there's a number of programs that we'll be launching after Ramadan. Please join our official WhatsApp broadcast. The number's here on the screen. You'll also find the number on your exits and on our website. So save that number on your phone and send a message on WhatsApp, and then we can add you to our broadcast. Before Sheikh Salim will come up and explain the salah to you, just to let you know, the khutbah will follow the salah, and please let's not forget the etiquettes of the khutbah. Please remain silent. It's not a time for you to check your messages or send Eid messages around. Please remain silent. If you have little young ones with you, please make sure they are beside you, just so we can give the due respect of the khutbah, and not just for the Eid salah, also for a reminder for the Friday Jummah as well. I'm told we have sweets for everyone. Well, the children first, okay, on your exit. But as this is the last Jummah, maybe some adults can help themselves as well. We may have a pile of sweets left at the end of Eid. Okay, Jazakumullah khairan.